Hi everybody, Joy here, your NASM fitness trainer, master esthetician, yoga teacher, all the things. Today we are doing a 5-minute warm-up for walking, hiking, movement activities, and we're focused on mobility. All you need is 5 minutes. So 5-minute warm-up, we're gonna work each muscle group about 30 seconds, and at the same time that we're doing that, I'm gonna have some motivational quotes and just motivation to get us pumped up for our workout that's ahead. So mobility is important because it's gonna help you to move better in your body, move through the joints a little freer, and it gets the muscle and the elastic tissues to warm up as well. So with that said, you just need a foam roller of choice, and let's get going.
Start in a seated position and have the foam roller right under the Achilles. And you're gonna start with some cross friction. You wanna do this light since we are just warming up here. So you're gonna rock and roll over the Achilles 3 times and then just start to move up the leg. 1, 2, 3, travel up. 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of using my other leg to rest on top of it. I'm not pushing really hard since it is a warm up. Once you get to the top of the calf, then you roll up and down 3 times in the middle, and then rotate your toe out, roll 3 times, and then rotate the toe in and roll 3 times. And then as you transition to the other leg, I'll just read the quote real quick. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. That's one of my favorite quotes. Cross friction 3 times, traveling up. And then again, you're gonna roll up and down 3 times, and then turn the toe out, roll 3 times, turn the toe in, and roll 3 times. You can do more if you'd like, but I'm really trying to stick with that 5-minute mark. And then switching to the hamstring. So you're gonna lean all your weight on one hamstring there, cross friction. Start above the knee though. You don't wanna go right behind the knee. And then just keep moving your way up. And then after you do that, then you do full roll with the toe up, and then do toe out 3 times, and then toe in 3 times. Remember that tight hamstrings, limit your range of motion of reaching for your toe, and it also can create back issues, back tightness. So it is important to get that hamstring rolling in. Repeat the same thing on the other leg and breathe. And while you're rolling out that hamstring, think of this quote: health is the thing that makes you feel that now is the best time of year. Isn't that the truth? Rotating the toe out 3 times, feeling it more on the outside of the hamstring there. Okay, rolling the glute, you're leaning into one glute there. The legs are at a 45, and you can keep the legs there, or you can have an option of crossing the leg under and maybe rolling in a different spot, rolling 3 times, and then crossing the leg over, optional, completely optional, aim in a different spot and roll 3 times. Then you can do a circular roll so that you're really getting into that full glute muscle. You're breathing, and then circle the other way 3 times. And then you'll repeat the exact same thing on the other side. Now, as you roll out this other side, again, if you want to change foot position, do it. Think of this quote: the first wealth is health. Breathe easy, maybe crossing the leg on top as you roll. And then circle roll. Your breath really is your gauge on your intensity, so really focus on easy breathing. And then shifting to thoracic spine. So right at the shoulder blades, rolling up and down. I lift my hips up a little bit there. And as my hips roll down, I kind of open the chest. And as my hips roll up, I'm flexing. Don't overthink it though, just make sure it feels good to you. And then put your hips down and you're just extending over and then flexing and rounding. Extend and flex. Then you're gonna shift your focus over to your quads, the front of the thigh. You break up your thigh into 3 sections. Really think of it that way. So going on to your elbows there, and you're going to cross friction. This is completely optional here, but you cross friction over the quads. Only do it if you feel like you can breathe easy and that intensity is just like a moderate level. It's not really high. Then move into those slow rolls right at the center of the quads, up and down, avoid the knee. And then after you do about 3 rolls, you're gonna rotate your toes one direction. Now, when you rotate your toes one direction, you're on the inside of one thigh and the outside of the other. That can be way too much for some people. So if you can't do it, that's absolutely fine. Do what works for you and work within your capacity. As you finish rolling the quads, think of this quote: "We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think." Don't forget to breathe. The core is engaged, abs in about 4 inches below the belly button. All right, and then as you finish that roll, we're shifting just to a quick child's pose, tucking the tailbone, reaching and lengthening the arms, coming up. Place the hands over the heart. Feel that heartbeat. And feel proud of yourself for taking this time to work on your mobility training. So set an intention for your movement, your workout, your walk, your hike, whatever it is that you're gonna do. What would you like to accomplish? What are your goals?
All right, everybody, there you have it. That's your 5-minute mobility routine. And that's your warm-up routine. It's a little bit faster. And then at the end, what you can do is kind of slow down and really like into those tight areas. You can just really hold on that area, relax the muscle, and focus on your breath. And if you'd like to see a post-workout foam rolling routine, let me know in the comments below. All right, thanks so much and have a great workout. All right, bye.